Hello all, welcome back to channel once again, and we are inside our SQL Bootcamp series, right? So this is probably our fourth video where we are going to cover how select statement work in SQL, right? So before this video, we have covered how to create database, how to use database and perform various operations on database, right? So we are familiar with that. If you are not, then go through that video. Then next we covered how to create tables, how to insert data in tables and all those activities, right? So table operation, primary keys, foreign key, all those things we have understood already, right? So next comes when we have already created database, created tables, inserted data into that. Now we would like to see how to get data from that. Fetching data is also important, right? And this is very important task in this data analytics domain, right? How to get data from table is more important than designing or something because you're not architect, right? Yeah, okay. So getting data from SQL, we use select statement, right? This is like most common statement. Now let's see which table we can use as example. Okay, so I think I've created this table, right? From where I can get all the data. Okay. Now, first thing is to get data, we use select statement that we all know. Select statement, right? Select and then from and the table name. Okay. So the table name is dbo dot new underscore data. This is fine. We are selecting from this table, but what do we want to select? That we have to specify. So if we have to select each and everything stored in that table, then what do? We type wildcard star, right? And that's how we get everything from that table. Now coming to this one, right? So I right now what I have done is I have written the table name and then schema name, right? So in ideal scenarios, what should we actually do is we should also mention the database name. Okay. So this is called three-part name where we put database, we put schema, and then table name. So about schema, I'll be talking in detail, but right now we'll be seeing how this select statement works for selecting entire thing from that table, right? Okay. So if you press enter, you will get everything from that table. So syntax is select, then a star for everything, then from keyword and the table detail, right? Now, let's say we don't want to select each and everything. We just want to select a few columns because right now here we have three columns, but in real scenario, you'll have tables where we have 300 columns or something like that, right? But we want to select few. So how do we do that? We need to type all the column here, right? Order underscore ID. We want to select, let's say, and then order date. Only these two I want to select, right? So we can specify that and we'll get only that much data. I specified order ID and order date. So that's how I got only these two details. So we saw how to select everything using a star, how to select a specific columns. We saw that. Now, if you notice this output, what we are seeing is there are so many duplicate records here, right? If you see this order ID 123 12432, I think it is repeated over here as well, right? Now let's say we want to get rid of duplicates. So what we can do is for that we have a simple keyword which is distinct. Distinct. So only distinct records will be shown here, right? So just press enter and number of records reduced now, right? Okay. So this is fine. Now let's say the requirement is sorry, we don't want to see everything. We want to see certain, like we want to apply certain filters on the data, right? Like let's say we want to see only certain order IDs or certain order dates, only that much we want to see. So what do we do is we apply filter, and for filter what do we use? We use where clause, right? So where clause is used for filtering the table. Okay, that you need to remember. And this is clause, this is called where clause, right? So where, let's say I want to filter on order date, where order date equals to, let's say I put 2022 0601. Okay, I think this much will work. If not, we'll put entire thing, the timestamp also. Let's see first. Yeah, it worked. Okay, so now we filtered out on this order date 2022 06 and 1. So this is June 1st of 2022. We want to see only that much data and we got it. Okay, so where clause is fine. Now let's say we want to apply additional filter on this. Okay, so what do we do is we have two like conditions, like either in addition to this, that a condition should also qualify. So that is and clause, right? And there is one more, like it could be like we want to see either this one or that one. So in that case, or condition will work, right? So and or we can see. Okay, first let me fetch entire data set and then let me produce everything. Okay, so and clause, and let's say in and we also want to see this date as well, right? Okay, so order date equals to second also. Now remove this comment. Okay, now with and condition what we are doing is it will look for this one, but this condition should also qualify, right? So if we are qualifying both, okay, okay, my bad. So what we are seeing is wherever date is this one, it should be this one as well, right? Which is not possible actually. So I think or conditions would be good example here. Applying or, yeah. So this is ideal scenario for or condition actually, where we have to select from same column. Okay, so first and second for both we are seeing detail, right? Now going to and once again, let's say we want to apply on order ID and it is like 12432. So what we are saying is select everything from this table with distinct keyword and apply this filter along with this filter. Now if you see, you'll get just one record, right? This one. Okay, so that is also fine. Now we saw everything. Now let me get rid of this and this also. Okay, now let's say from this table we want to select few records only, like top 3 record, 4 record, 10 record, something like that, right? So what we can do is we can apply top, let's say 5 records from this table. Okay. Okay, I missed records. Okay, so what we see is from this table we are fetching top 5 record and all the columns, correct? Okay, so I think this is more than enough for select statement. And yeah, as I told in the beginning of this series that this video series is going to be assignment based, right? Okay. So far we have covered basic topics like creating database, then creating tables, then inserting data into table, applying constraints on the table, and then selecting data from table, selecting non-duplicate data from tables, all those activities, right? So I'd like you to go through all the videos and then pause it. Think of a data set at your end, anything, like any random data set, anything, whatever be the database name or table name. Do that, practice at your own, and if you find any issue doing that, if you find any error or you find error installing the SQL server, let me know in comment section. I'll be able to help there. Okay, so that is going to be your first assignment, right? Okay, so see you in next video. I'll stop the recording with this. Thank you so much.